Hi, we are about to start our week 17 science video, and again I have my handy dandy helper right there. Our experiment for this week is testing for starch, and we're going to use iodine. We've got a little bottle right here of iodine, and we're going to use that to test for starch. When iodine comes in contact with starch, it turns a really dark bluish, purplish, almost black color, and if there's no starch present, then it'll stay its natural brownish color. So you're gonna need a cookie sheet and then several different items to test for starch. So we have sugar, an apple slice, cracker, we have 2 pieces of paper, piece of bread, and some cheese. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a drop of iodine on all of these items. And then we're going to wait to see what happens. Go ahead. Go ahead and put it on all of them. There goes the paper. Paper, we did the bread. Cheese, sugar, cracker, sorry, apple and cracker. Okay. The bread, we've done this experiment twice now, and both times the bread changes color pretty immediately. And the longer it sits, oh, where did my other piece go? The longer it sits, the darker it gets, but it pretty immediately changes. I don't know if you can see that brown, but you can see the other pieces stay brown. Oh, here's my other piece. It just continues to get, it almost looks like a smashed blueberry. So it just continues to get darker, but it's a pretty immediate change. So there's starch in the bread, we knew that. There's also supposed to be starch in the paper and in the cracker. The cheese, there should be no starch, so you can see it stays brown. Sugar, the iodine stays brown. Apple, it stays brown. The interesting thing that we discovered about the cracker is that at first it appears it doesn't work. But when it sits around for a while, it does actually change colors. It just takes a little while. So you can kind of, maybe somebody can watch the clock and see how long that happens. We were upstairs, and so we came back, it was colored. I don't know how long it took. Same thing with the paper. You might want to actually do it in like a little bit of a streak instead of a blob, and then you'll be able to see the results better. But what we also noticed is that depending on the paper, you're going to get a different result. So plain line notebook paper didn't appear to have any starch, while computer paper does. You're not going to tell so at first, but again with the time delay, you can see even over time our notebook paper didn't change, but our computer paper over time changed colors. So let me see if I can hold these up together for you. You can, here, hold that up a little bit more. So that's both iodine streaks. One's turned colors and one kind of hasn't turned colors yet. So the bread's the only one that happens immediately. One paper turns, one paper doesn't. Anyways, I don't know if you want to bring other objects or what. These are just the things that are listed in the book. And again, chemical reaction, and when iodine reacts with starch, a color change happens. And yeah, maybe play around, maybe have somebody set a timer, see how long these changes, how long it takes. But careful with the iodine, it's going to stain your clothes, it can stain your hands, so careful with the little kids using the iodine in the little class. You might want to have a grown-up helper. All right, thanks, bye.